ecovitainternational.com. Okay, I'm going to answer a question which we've had sent in, which is how do you cool passively? Okay, this is the holy grail, solar cooling. Not to be confused with how you might cool actively and still be carbon zero, and we've had that question too. So, solar cooling, well, the big one here in terms of design is the orientation of your building and shading. Okay, you need to make sure that you stop the sun hitting your building at midday and warming it up, and there's a number of ways you can do that. We use the shading as a design feature to create terraces and inside-outside spaces. You can have walls of vegetation to shade your building. There's lots you can do, but that's the key thing to think about. Now, I would also put on my list a radiant barrier so that you can protect the roof from 97% of the radiation which is going to hit that. Make sure you don't create an attic and a greenhouse effect in the attic. Air movement, another big one. Okay, you need to be designing your building so that the air flows through the building. It's going to make you feel warm and comfortable, but also it's going to make you feel cool and comfortable. You're also going to have fresh air, which is good, so it's a nice feature. And of course you may also want to be able to lock that down so that if it's really hot you can control the environment actively in there. We'll talk about that in another video. Desiccants, okay, there's a lot of techniques out there which use chemicals which draw the moisture from the air, because the key thing about how cool you feel is the humidity, not the temperature. Okay, a lot of people typically we think of in terms of the temperature all the time, but really it's the humidity which dictate how cool you feel. So, you know, people have done a lot of developed a lot of techniques involving chemicals which draw the moisture out of the air. There are desiccant waterfalls and things like this. There are other techniques as well. I mean, there are some which where you've got water and salt in a vacuum, and you know, the salt dries out with the heating. You trap the energy, you open the tap again, you get a cooling effect. You can use that to cool your building. Now, all these techniques are great. Some of them are good. Few of them really are proven and practical on a domestic level. In my opinion, in Spain, for example, really you're going to have to cool actively in the heat of the summer. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video. ecovitainternational.com. If you've got a question, send it into the website. We'll put it on a video so that everyone can benefit.